Now you spoke about Simba, and that was a huge tragedy to everyone. He had so many fans and family and work family, and it really brings to light that it's not actually only your life that you're affecting when you drive like that. Can you tell us a little bit about the accident you were involved in?
The first accident was I was in Matric. I was on my scooter. I went to school in Polokwane, so small little town where a lot of the school students have scooters or motorbikes, and I was one of those girls that had a scooter and used to, drive myself to my dancing classes and extra lessons and school and back.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is. And it's a wonderful way of getting around when you're living in a small town, and it kind of gives you that sense of independence. Also teaches you already then, when you're 17, 18 years old, already about road safety and other cars on the roads. Right. And it was a Saturday afternoon. It was just before my prelims. I think I'd written sort of 2 prelims, and I had sort of biology prelim coming up or whatever. And I'd gone to a friend's house to study or pick up notes or something. And we were driving back from his house to my house, and he was in his car in front of me, and I was on my scooter. Saturday afternoon, and I get to a 4-way stop, as I'm going through the 4-way stop, out of the corner of my eye, I see a car. And my last thought was, this guy has not seen me. And he just careened straight into me. I went flying, my scooter went flying.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I was very lucky that my helmet came off, but I landed on the road and broke my jaw in 3 places. So I had to I was off school for a while, and I had to have a big op and sort of put everything back together. That was the one accident where I was extremely lucky. And then about a year or 2 later, I was the passenger in my friend's car, and we were driving on our way to the ice skating rink. And some person just cut straight in front of us, jumped the traffic light, cut straight in front of us, and we smashed into them. And we were, taken to hospital again, just lucky. And it's since then that I've been so, not an overly cautious driver, but just a defensive driver, that I'm now extremely aware of other people and how they're driving and how it might be affecting me. And I'm extremely cautious about how am I driving that's affecting somebody else on the road.
Do you think it takes an event such as one of the 2 that happened to you to make people aware of what's going on around them on the roads?
I do, and well, to a certain extent I do, because people have been asking me, well, what makes this campaign different to other campaigns? Because we see so many, we hear about so many, especially around peak times. You get a lot of these statistics thrown at you in campaigns, etc. And my dad actually said something to me. He said, the road carnage that we're seeing at the moment has got to the point where it will be like a war or a disease, where everybody will have been affected in some way or other. So I've been personally affected in my life, and it's very seldom that you don't hear of somebody that hasn't had anything from a bumper bashing to road rage to actually having lost somebody in a car accident. So I do think it on various levels it's affecting people to the point where it could affect you in a terrible way. But I don't think that it's necessary to make that the only reason why you would want to get involved or want to see a change.